Cannot mind that. Take that just for now. Which presents a very big window of opportunity I think our boy will like. Any epic? Come on, epic. Got in here. Take that to craft some shit. Some textiles. Gonna have to run. We're gonna have to run. For the moment. Oh, what the fuck? He can jump. I can fucking jump. Ow, you son of a bitch. You killed my brother, you sons of a bitches! What the fuck? Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Leave me alone, stop looking on me. Who killed my brother, you sons of a bitches? We'll have to eat that probably after Kabbalah. Because we're getting our ass whooped by Mr. Loogie over here. And not bring enough ammo to deal with it. Dude! The guy's got sniper fucking vision. It's like me when I'm sick. Holy shit. Fuck you off. Alright, I will take that though, thank you. I am poor, I will take your shit. See if we can find some more stems and everything while we're up here. And the good news, we have ammo. That's good. There's some stem. Zero system CPU. Alright, so what do we got here? Gimme some bola after midnight. I will take that too. Interesting. Shard slicer. The turd slicer. Resin. Where's the resin gun, though? The resin flew from his fingertips as he fired up his bowl. Yeah, I don't think we have enough ammo to go to the other area. Maybe. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, come again. Am I not in Discord? I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumbass. Come on. Oh. I thought I was in Discord this whole time!
What now?
I thought it was in Discord.
You know what's funny is I've been talking about it on Vasco's stream for the last 20 minutes, and then people started asking about it, and he hasn't mentioned it. He's just saying like, he's just like, yeah, he's like, there's
I
a YouTube
can't
video
share.
on it. You guys can go look at the YouTube video, and he's like, that's about it.
I can't share everything. I
No, I
can't
know.
share what is coming, but let's just say they're taking the game looks like it might rebrand to a Destiny.
Well, they have a YouTube video on it that I watched. It's literally what it says they're gonna do. They got rid of all kinds of shit. The wipe is now on March 29th. Like, the fuck?
Okay.
Dead game.
Did I not call that they are gonna do something like this?
I came over to this game because it was like Tarkov. Like, now they're gonna literally not make it like that. Like, fuck you.
Did I not call it though that they needed new players and they were gonna have to do something big, and I had a feeling they were gonna pull some bullshit.
But that's
like
not
this.
big. That's literally changing the genre of your game.
Well, that's what I mean. Remember what I said, though? Their design is not profitable for how it is. So
I mean, it is. Look at Tarkov. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
like,
no. I mean
biggest...
what they were doing for it, though. This also... Hold on, let me mute my stream. This presents a window of opportunity, though. Hold on.
Not really, because now I don't really want to play the game. I don't care to. This company literally just made themselves more work. Like, that's... Oh, well, now we're gonna take their game genre and do whatever the fuck we want with it. I don't know. Like, we don't have the build and know-how for a shooter. That's all I'm saying.
So, Pablo, what they're pretty much doing is they're turning this game into Destiny. And everyone's kind of triggered about it. I can't say too much more because of NDA, but yeah. The game's going to become Destiny, so I think what we're
What do you mean? There's a YouTube video telling the changes in the game.
There's more.
Okay, that's fine, but for the most part, they've already shown enough to where people are pissed off.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, well,
that's all I'm saying.
I'll talk about when you get home, Pablo. There's a lot. So what we're thinking of is, honestly, what they kind of should have did is they should have made another game in the future that was kind of an MMO and left this as it is. So we're gonna look into creating a shooter that is obviously not similar to this, but like similar concepts and the things they should have done, because I see a huge opportunity. I don't know about you, Atomic. Do you see that? Like, I see a huge opportunity because you also have people saying this doesn't... I like Darker and Dark, but at the same time, I like the aspects of this. There's a huge...
Problem is, Darker and Dark looks like shit.
That's,
like, unless they literally had a low version of the demo out for people, like where they literally just cut back on resources and textures, which is possible. Games can do that. But the game looks like trash. Like, it looks like dog shit.
Well, that's the biggest thing. So if we could develop a game, similar graphics to this, similar operating, obviously not the same thing, which would not be hard. This is Unreal 4. I think we'd be fine, because what I would say we'd input is we input PvP only maps, we put a mandatory tutorial that would probably root out issues such as, you know, cheaters and shit. We implement certain balancings. In my opinion, we make rare weapons more rare, and we put an emphasis more on crafting. And instead of an idea of making a guild, we do something called a fire team. Have you ever heard that?
Yep.
So fire teams, we could do something to where it's, instead of having like 50 to 100 people, whatever, we could have it be 10 people, and it'd just be like a group of friends, you know what I mean? And then what we could do is we can make that fire team
So
competitive.
it's like Firefight from Halo.
Exactly.
You go in and you can bring your team in, it's all scored or whatever.
Exactly, and turn that into a PvP mode. And then have that be like the best of the best gear you get from that. From being the top players, if that makes sense. What do you think?
Write it down.
You like it?
Well, it's an idea. Write it down. Once you don't
No.
forget it.
That's
So then
true.
you'll try to explain it again tomorrow, and then it'll be like, Jimmy, what the fuck? What were we
Alright,
talking
let
about
me,
yesterday?
Let me extract. Hold on. Because I
Before it's not a thing anymore.
I was gonna say. Well, the way it's, what doesn't make sense to me is they should have just did. They're not thinking outside the box like I am, to where it's like, instead of actually making a new genre, you use this game and then create a story in another game. You know? Like, why the fuck would you rebrand your game for a third time? Like,
Who's
I'm not.
in the seat running shit?
What's up?
I said, who's in the seat running shit? Exactly. You rebrand your game for the third time, clearly you have problems.
I'll tell you what it is. There was a bunch of people with the idea of Tarkov, and now that they see it's not making money, like I said it's not, they're like, shit, how do we make money to pay back our fucking loans? And it's like, oh, let's just rebrand the game to a Destiny.
Which I would rather just go for Destiny 2 at that point.
I mean, honestly, they're not gonna beat Destiny.
No, they're
They're-
not. Destiny has Bungie. Destiny is Halo. Like, it
Even
is
though-
literally,
yeah.
it literally is.
Even though Destiny isn't, I would say, going as according to plan, Destiny will top this game. Easy.
Sure.
They don't have, I would argue, obviously there's cheaters in every game, yes, but they don't have nearly the issues this game does. They don't have the funding, either, to compete with Destiny.
That's a good point. So I said, like, they're Halo, like, Destiny is Bungie. Destiny is the creator of Halo, basically, right? Like,
Oh, they bought Bungie, but you're talking, Microsoft
Yes,
bought,
but I'm
yeah,
talking about-
yeah, I know what you mean.
right from the roots up, they
Yes.
are the developers of shooter games from a
Yes.
certain
They
standpoint.
developed the genre, in other words, yes. And now I'm
And that you had like Duke Nukem and, like, you know, like shit like that before, shooters before that, but like Halo was like the next level shooter at the time. Same with CS:GO.
Let me write this down while I'm hiding.
Fucking eyes, there's so much of that bullshit in it. Waking up, oh my god. I told him, and he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Who did?" And I was like, "Bro, the guy actually killed Psycho." He's like, "What? Who did?" And then yeah, he's like, "What the fuck? I just watched the video." Oh, you're writing stuff down. Sorry. So I'm not here. Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you. I was writing down stuff. I already have a bunch of ideas they could do. And for the most part, I think you agree with me on a lot of that shit. Their problem with the game was honestly easily solvable, in my opinion. I don't know why you would throw away a whole system. Like, the system isn't broken. So, this is where I disagree with them. Fundamentally, yes, you need to bring in new players. Yes, you need to make it friendly. But what you could do is... It's hard because some of the stuff I read, you don't have access to. So I can't say it. Let's just say the new player experience... They need to revamp for sure, but I think they're taking it too extreme. They're removing... So don't get me wrong, I'm not a big fan of the fear of losing everything for sure. Maybe there's something,
that's just,
but that's part of the genre.
Exactly. That's something you have to get over and learn.
The only thing I could see maybe, like, for us, is maybe, like, for something like the butt pocket, for example, maybe you can store a piece of equipment instead of a certain amount, like one item.
Well, it used to be 20 the size.
Well, I'm talking about, like, maybe you could store, like...
You could.
Maybe
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is you could stack a weapon or something in there that was around 20, like a pistol, because your pup. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's almost literally like if you look at alpha or beta and season 1, this company has literally worked in reverse. They've literally gone in backwards steps.
What I would do if I was them, or for our game, for example, I think at the start of a match, you have one item you can safeguard, and then one item you find in the run you can safeguard.
That would make no sense.
No, like the idea. Well, yeah, I guess you.
Because everyone would be running around with their fucking karmas.
Yeah,
like no one would lose their legendaries. That would be the dumbest thing.
How about quest items specifically that are like just specific quest items, like bones or some shit, for example? You can't lose those. Because I think that's fucking stupid. That shit should not drop.
Yeah, so like when Kev went to get his
quest
from that one place, and then
stupid.
I picked up his items.
Yes,
yeah, like
they should
quest
have
items
no
should just
weight. They should have no weight. They should just be fucking quest items.
You just get it.
Yes.
Yeah, they could just even go into your bag or nothing, right?
Like how WoW does it. WoW has a separate inventory for quest items. Just quest items should not affect your weight. Quest items should not be lost. Unless it's PvP related. Unless it's something like, oh, I picked up a PvP item on the map, you know, now I'm targeted, kind of like on WoW, you know how they have the thing.
Well, that's what I was just going to say, like, it's very similar, like in Warzone.
Yeah.
You know, they maybe have some sort of, you know, everyone's got to go to this point, and whoever gets this thing gets a reward and makes it out, you know what I'm saying? Like it.
Well, WoW has it too with the whole thing of bounties. When you kill enough players, you get flagged on the map and people chase you around. We could do the same thing with this game, or genre of game.
It would be kind of shitty for this genre of game, though, because why would you want every team...
Well, what we could
if you're trying to get in and out of a raid with your shit, why would you want every team on the fucking map hunting you down? Like, that would just be dumb as fuck.
Think about this, though. What if you did it to where, like, let's say, for example, not taking their system, but let's say ARM, for example. What if every minute that you're running around and alive with that token on you, you passively earn armor? So the longer you live, the longer you earn shit that you can use in the store for cosmetics. Hey, does that make sense? Like something like... Then technically it is a monetary gain, which isn't a bad thing, but people are being rewarded by doing a harder gameplay mode.
There would be a way to make that happen.
There would be a way to abuse it. We'd have to be very careful because people would glitch in areas. Yeah.
What I'm saying is you'd have to put something on the line.
Yes.
It's like, imagine like some way to deter cheaters where like even if I don't know, it gets really hard to think about stuff like that because it gets really intricate and like it's really like how much time do you want to spend sitting there trying to code some one thing that literally just doesn't
well,
do
think
anything
about it. There's so much
significant.
market segments, or there's this market segment's now completely open. Like literally, they just it's like we can't hack it. We're leaving. That's what they fucking did, honestly. And I'm not shit-talking the game. I enjoy the game. It's fun right now, but I think that they're afraid of what the future has to bring. And to some extent, I'll agree with them. They don't have the best strategy right now, but the game was salvageable. You don't need to abandon every fucking thing and change the genre of the game. All you have to do is fucking add another game in the future, right? Like, if you had... Like, it's exactly like I was saying. All you have to fucking do is just use this game as a fucking catalyst and then build a story for another game off of it while maintaining this game. And then chances are the people that play this game are gonna buy your other
But no,
fucking
Jimmy, game companies like to work backwards and ruin what they have.
Well, I told Vasco it really just comes down to ego, and he's like, I didn't actually think of that, but you're probably right. It's really what it is, I mean.
Oh yeah, they're not getting the numbers they want, so they don't care about their currently player base, their current player base already. They don't care about.
We've already been through it. It's okay if you guys want to go through it again. I'm like, what? Jesus. I don't think that's how you win a market.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like that's why they have so many influxes, big influx in players, is because they can't keep a straight.
You can tell they never played World of Warcraft.
Fucking, this is what our game is.
You can tell they never played World of Warcraft, to where it's like every time they launch a new fucking expansion, it's hype. New season, new re-release.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
At very least, people take the time to find out if the expansion's going to be good or not, right? It's like, don't tell people you're gonna. fucking like everyone's literally just got a full stash, and they're like, all right, no wipes, it's not happening, and they're like, what do they do?
No more
They fucked the whole game. They like changed the genre and everything.
So my
they made it basically an RPG.
How the fuck?
Like overnight, yeah.
Well, yeah. So
the wipes not till March 29th or something like that.
Well, the thing is
I know it's big. I'm telling Kev, sorry. Here it is. Shut the fuck up for a second, please.
I know you were there.
But I was just updating Kev. Oh no.
Bane. No, I'm kidding. It's fine.
Bane. But yeah, they there's a YouTube video explaining what they're changing. Well, I mean, it's been what they've been talking about, I guess, for a while. How like we were talking about. Oh no! I see what you mean. Like,
I'm so tired, and like
I just meant for their next season, like, you know, where they were kind of going with their game, right? And it's like, yeah.
like literally, I just woke up. It must have been down.
Essentially, they're turning the game into Destiny.
Alrighty.
I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow they say all of a sudden there's no evacs off the map anymore. wipes equal game death. All the streamers are pissed.
Yeah, no wipes can equal game death if their style of game is like this.
Right?
New style of game.
That's like, guess we're all going to play Destiny.
We're making our own games. What we're doing.
Yeah, because it'll be done tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Fucking idiot.
No, we will make a game.
Oh, that pisses me off. I know it's just a video game, but 300 hours. Rip.
Time to hop on some Unreal for a little bit. I might actually need to restart my computer. Or actually, you said next month he's coming out with the classes?
Yeah.
So, let's wait to do that. Let's write out the
This game
design
doesn't
plan.
have classes.
Well, we're talking about, taking advantage of what's going on with the situation for our development, because what we can do is build a game like this, and then throw a spin-off into an MMO based off of the storyline like they should have done. And then you'll get people buying both genres. Because I already have a whole model designed in my head just from that, from talking with you guys. Like I was telling Kev, like an idea of fire teams. I mean,
They're bringing it to They're bringing it to console too.
Oh god, dude, they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
They're gonna spend a lot of money on this game and it's gonna die still, and they're just gonna be like, "The fuck? We can't do all this. We tried to
Well,
give it to them."
Kev, what do you think about this? Can you hear me, Kev, or no?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't sure if you were in here or not. I forgot to turn you down a little. So, I had the idea, I was just telling him about something called fire teams. And I'm like, imagine this. Instead of like having like a guild or something, you become a part of like a fire team. And what you can do is do PvP events as well. And like do competitive play, kind of like, when he was saying it as well, I was thinking it as well, like kind of like Halo, like certain maps with ranked play. And when you get to certain ranks, you get like some of the best shit. Besides that, you have to craft it, the tiers below it.
I mean, sure. I just don't think fire teams has anything to do with that. Like fire teams, you could either give or take.
Well, I'm talking about like some kind of camaraderie play, because there's no like.
I know,
Yeah,
but what I'm
meaning.
saying is like guilds, just it's the same thing and it just works better.
Well, yeah.
The fire team is going to be limited, and I've seen other games with fire teams, and that game does not exist.
Well, what we could do is we
It's
could do
that's what they
fire
like.
teams for a PvP name and still have a community / a guild. But
Why?
that'd be like an arena team, like in WoW.
But why? That's my point. Why? Why
For-
have two
for ranked play.
set of groups? No, but there's no point. Then you have to like go through the process of making a fire team and go through the process of making a guild, when most people only want to go through the process of one, and they're the exact same thing.
Alright, well, regardless, a community. A community. We can figure that out later. Some kind of community would be.
Alright. I see what you mean with the fire team thing, but it's basically redundant.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm part of a guild and this fire team.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Yeah, like when the game's already supposed to be a PvP game, like you don't need a PvP
Yeah.
mode. Like that's the
Tell
point.
people that it's PvP.
Alright.
Like they basically just killed their game. They just basically put their own hands around their neck, 2 hands, and are squeezing very slowly. That's what they're doing. They're just slow squeeze, slowly.
The death of a game presents opportunity, my friend.
They should have done what Tarkov did.
The only opportunity I see for a dead game like this and being in this category is being around for whatever
No, I
way,
mean
whatever
us.
whatever change happens. Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. You think we can make a brand new video game overnight, and that's not gonna
Not
happen.
overnight.
So I don't know what the fuck you're smoking.
Not overnight. Takes time.
Jimmy, but just stop cutting people off when they're telling you something. They're saying something with some pipe dream. Like he's
Like-
literally trying to say something, and then you're just like, "Yeah, well, man, we'll make a video game." It's like, okay, shut up. We know we're making them, but just let the man fucking speak.
Yeah, I don't think we need to divide our time into two different fucking things right now. I mean, if you want to go ahead and start messing around with that shit, go ahead. But I've already done so much work on one thing myself, I'm not changing it.
I'm not asking to change it. Keep the thing. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, but to also work on something else completely new is like, well, pick a direction. Like, fuck.
ADHD, Jimmy. Oh, I like shooter games now. Now I want to build a shooter game.
Yep.
That's what it feels like.
Well, it's an opportunity of money. That's what I'm going with.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Not if you can't build it like right now.
That's the point, and that's what it makes it. That's what it sounds like you're saying, and it's like we're not making this game overnight. Like what?
You have this. It
Oh,
seems
no,
like
it's
this
not
is
a-
like build it, they will come mentality when that's not. That's not how. That's not how this works.
That's not how video games work.
One sec, guys.